So I'd like to say welcome to everybody who is here today. Thanks so much for coming by. Those of you that are new here, welcome to the Crypto Hideout. And those of you that have been here before, well, welcome back. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here. I do appreciate each and every one of you for joining us. Those of you that are new, the Crypto Hideout is a place where we hang out and chat a lot about different crypto projects, of course, as well as do AMAs with many, many interesting crypto projects since the time we've existed. I think we've done more than 200 AMAs so far. So we certainly bring a lot of them through our doors and give a good opportunity to learn about different projects in this space. Besides that, we often do sort of giveaways and events like, maybe we give away some NFTs or whitelist spots for pre-sales or private sales sometimes, or maybe just some cash, anything like that. But besides that, we also just love to hang out, chat, and make a friendly community for people to enjoy crypto and sort of build and move through this space together. So if that's something you like, I really encourage you to stick around with us. We have a lot more AMAs and interesting events and things coming up and fun times ahead. So anyways, thank you so much for coming by, everybody that's here. So today we're here with a very interesting project. This one is called Lunatics. They've been around for quite some time, as you may have heard already. And they're coming back for another AMA. We had them here once before, so I'm really excited to have the guys here. We got Sega and Johnny Dapp here to talk with us today, and maybe some other people are hidden in there as well. So anyways, I'd like to extend a welcome. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And also, guys, make sure to invite your friends in here. Let's really spread the word and sort of burn it up, spread like wildfire and get as many people in here as possible to have a fantastic AMA. So why don't we, what happened? Hello? Okay, why don't we start things off here with a bit of an introduction from the team here. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourselves and your background, how long you've been in crypto, and how you guys came together to form Lunatics.
Yeah, no worries. So like we said before, we launched on the BSC back in July of last year. We had a pretty successful pre-sale. I think we raised 1,100 BNB, and for a small project at the time, in the middle of just after the Luna crash, it was a pretty bad time for the space. So we had some great support from the beginning, and we all came together really through. The team itself came together through bad experiences in crypto, and I'm sure everyone who's listening has got their own story of bad projects and experiences they've had. And obviously at the time of the Luna crash as well, that huge community was affected. So we kind of came together with the idea that we could maybe do something a little bit better, a little bit more geared towards the investor rather than like specific people or teams or with bad intentions. So not only just kind of appeal to the Luna community, but just literally anyone that had experienced bad projects. I wanted to connect and relate to them. So that's how we kind of came together, and we wanted to run a project that was built on honesty and transparency. And the team really wanted to work hard and truly have the holders' interest at heart. So that was our kind of key selling point at the time. There wasn't much utility. Yeah, we kicked off like as a meme token. But we wanted to try and put things in place where, people would feel comfortable, and obviously when you can relate to a huge community and experiences, it kind of brings people together. But we added kind of things like the whole team stocks. We've never had anything to hide from the beginning. We run multiple Multisig wallets, like taking care of the funds of the project. And that's how we kind of kicked it off. And over the past 7 months, we've built on that. We've kind of developed a partnership with Exodus Metaverse, which is going to play a huge part in the coming months as that's developed. And that will obviously contribute to the revenue generation of the project. We've created 2 staking pools that the community has been able to take advantage of, and I mentioned the numbers that were there earlier, and I think it's over 40% of the supply is actually staked, which is a little bit unheard of with a meme token. And the majority of them of that percentage is even staked for a year. So it's a big vote of confidence from the existing community that, you know, our hard work's paid off and the way we've all come together, and they've repaid us with their loyalty. We've also had we've got NFTs that we've had a successful first half of the sales sold out of our BSC NFTs, and holders can benefit from that. They can actually stakeable, and obviously we've got upcoming airdrops coming to them as well. So we've developed quite a lot already. And the reason why we've come around this time to do another round of AMAs and kind of recap on what we've been doing, but also look into the future. We're obviously running a pre-sale now to go cross-chain and launch on Ethereum. And so we wanted to recap on what we've been doing, and obviously look forward. We kind of think Lunatics now is growing up, and, you know, we're developing more utility. We've got our LuniSwap decks coming up pretty soon. We're following that up with our own Lunatics Wallet, and creating like a one-stop banking system, and that'll roll into towards the end of the year, complete one-stop system. So like use case, like in the real world for our holders. And that's what we've been doing. Obviously, when we first set out as well, we did kind of base it on, you know, the Luna community, and that was a big part of what we initially set out to do and help burn. And we've done a lot and supported that community immensely in the past 7 months. We became the top burner within weeks of launch. So we were the top burner just before Binance and obviously the on-chain tax started burning. So, I mean, that was a great achievement in itself. We currently hold our own Terra validator, so people can stake their Luna Classic on-chain with us. We've got a planned launch there as well in the near future once the updates are completed. So we're going to be one of the first layer 2 projects on chain, and so we're going to continue our burning there and continuing the support. So yeah, I mean, we've actually achieved quite a bit, and the plans for the coming months are exciting, and we think we're just ready now to take that next step of taking Lunatics like cross chain, and we find ourselves here today.
Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And, you know, you certainly have come a long way. I remember as you guys started there, as you said, there wasn't really much behind it. It was just, you know, sort of a meme token or, you know, something, a community-based token that was looking to sort of support people who have been rugged or hurt in different projects, right? And you've come a long way since then, you know, mentioning all these sort of different utilities and things you're working on and building, and NFTs that you've released, and the staking that's available. And as you said, you're coming up with a wallet and sort of things like this. So there's really a lot headed up here for the future, which is pretty exciting and interesting to discuss and talk about.
Yeah, I mean,
so yeah, thanks.
I mean,
what's that?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Johnny will probably give you some more details about the upcoming utilities. And we spent a lot of time trying to work out the direction we want to go into. And we felt, you know, creating an environment where people can not only feel safe to invest, but obviously have some real use case. And we felt that educating people and obviously being able to get them into crypto, and obviously to find it all in one place is quite difficult to find.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, regarding that, I know you two guys are in here, Johnny and Sega, but is there more to the team? Obviously, there must be some more people all together in the team, right? I'm just wondering, like, say, how big is the have? Let's say the core team that you guys have actually, and have you've all been here together since from the start, or you've sort of added a lot of new people?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a few additions on the way, but the core team was around. I think there's 12 of us now. There was 10 of us to begin with. We've everyone's doxed on the website. You can see them. The project's totally KYC'd and audited. So, you know, it's a bit. It's not common in this space to see a whole team doxed. You know, we've never had anything to hide from the beginning, so we've always felt that we could, stand behind the project and show our faces, and we always committed to keeping our promises, and I think we've done that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, that's fantastic. So, and within the team itself, I mean, if we look here at the website, where are we? I'm also looking at the website myself. So you're in charge of marketing, business development. Do you guys have like sort of defined roles like that, or are you sort of all working together and taking on the same role at the same time, or are you guys like separated? There's a CEO and sort of CFO and all these different things like that.
To be honest, the way, like I said, we were a lot. Some of us had previous experiences within projects, and but a lot of us were just frustrated investors. And at a time where whichever way you turned, you seemed to be running into a bad project, or whether it was at this lower end of the scale, or like Luna Classic, like at the top end. So we knew that we felt for sure that we could definitely put something together that was better. We all had certain skills that we thought we could use, and we always knew that we could bring people in if need be. And it's kind of worked out like that. There's not really a head. It's kind of like we are a team. We've always been like that. But we feel like not only are we a team, but we're also the community. We don't feel that we're any different to the community. We've invested in the project just like they have. And that's why we've always treated it, because we wanted the whole project to succeed, not just for us. And there's no extra benefit for it succeeding for us. We just wanted the community to see that,
Absolutely. And something that I remember back in the day when you guys launched the first token, right? The one on the Binance Smart Chain, Lunatics Token, it did really, really well. I just remember it starting off pretty low market cap and then building and building, and it just sort of didn't stop for a long time, right? What market cap did you guys achieve at the highest point, let's say?
Well, we originally launched at, I think it was at just over 800K starting market cap. I mean, there was a lot of interest in the project at the time. There was a lot of excitement about it, and I think our all-time high, we reached 22 million. And obviously, we know that's going to happen well, not all projects, but obviously, like with the hype around the project at the time, we knew it was going to kind of level out, and that initial excitement's always going to fade. People that come into a project for a quick buck and they go, and then you're left with the true like believers in what you're doing here and what you're trying to achieve. And like I said, with the amount that's being staked, and the way the community is so loyal to the project, and the way that the team is always interactive. So the community and the team are as one. We've never dipped below 2.5x from launch, and I think that's pretty unheard of. So we've always been around the 2 million market cap at worst. So I mean, the project's done amazingly well. So we've never dipped below the starting market cap. We had all-time highs of over 22 million, I think it was. So we've had a crazy ride, and don't forget that the true people that believe in the project, they've been repaid as well. The project offers 3% Luna Classic rewards if you hold. We've dished out, I think today is just around $1 million worth of Luna Classic back to the holders. So as much as they've repaid us with loyalty, the project's kind of taking care of them as well with the stake and the rewards that they get. And that's what it's all been about. We want all the investors to feel comfortable and safe here, and we want everyone to make money. That's what we're all here for as well, as well as being part of a community that you're proud to say you're a part of.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, I mean, there's some pretty impressive statistics, guys, because it's not every day that a project launches, has a pre-sale, and stays above the pre-sale price, like 2.5 times the pre-sale price for forever, or up to this date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Often projects do go below their pre-sale price. So what I'm saying is that these guys, they had a pre-sale, and people made money on it. Like people believed in it, and it's still been holding up since then. Obviously it's come down from the all-time highs, just like every other crypto project during a bearish phase of the market, right? But I mean, anybody that did get in and invest in the pre-sale is still more than whole, right? And absolutely done well. So that's an awesome thing. And speaking of that, there's another pre-sale that's currently happening, and this is for your Ethereum version of the token itself as well. So, and beyond that, I know, and as you said, another thing you mentioned that kind of blew my mind is that you've given away over $1 million worth of Luna Classic tokens, right? So,
Yeah.
how does that actually work? How do those? I'm just curious before we dive into a bit about the Ethereum token that you guys are launching, but how does that work with, say, giving away tokens? Is it that just received like for the holders through taps, or?
Yeah, they're like reflections. Obviously, the project on the DEX has buy and sell taxes, and part of them taxes go back to the community, and obviously the community that hold are going to benefit the most from it. So over the period of time from launch till now, if you've held and as the volume goes in and out on a daily basis, the rewards get distributed, and over the period of time from start till now, we've distributed to our holders, like I said, over $1 million, like around $1 million, or it obviously depending on the price, but $1 million worth of LUNC has gone out in rewards to holders. So, they benefited, the ones that have held and been loyal to the project, they benefit the most. And the people that have come in and, and traded and earned their quick buck and they've left, they've earned rewards as well, not as much, but obviously they've benefited from, taking out of the chart. So it's worked both for like the quick investor and the long-term investor, along with all the passive income as well from staking and what have you. It's truly designed to benefit the holder of this project. It's always been about that. We've always been about the investor, not about the team, not about filling our own pockets. The whole project has never been designed like that. It's fully transparent. It's always been run like that. Community knows exactly what's going on in the project, what's happening, and we feel like we always interact with the community to let them know exactly what's going on. Like I said, Multisig wallets, they get to see exactly where funds are going. No, not one person's in control of the funds. So we try and give that different layers of security, that safety, that transparency where, you feel comfortable. And probably that's why when staking did become available, the community that was here, they felt comfortable in locking up tokens in a meme token at the time with not much utility, locking up tokens for a year. Yeah, the majority of our stake holders, like our holders that are staked, are locked up for a year. So that's pretty unheard of in a meme token world.
Absolutely. Well, it's not a meme token anymore. And and to speak of that, also how you guys are all doxed, and I've known from the start, like, different people have sort of told me, or so I've heard over the months and things. There's a lot of good word behind Lunatics, and like good support of the team, and saying that you guys have been really honest and transparent and everything like that. So of course that's good to hear. Now, something I wanted to discuss here is obviously you guys do have a pre-sale that's going on now. This is a fair launch pre-sale where anybody can get involved if they like to. I believe that was the same style you had for the original launch on the Binance Smart Chain as well. So this one's coming for the Ethereum chain. I'm curious, why are you guys doing another pre-sale and another launch on the Ethereum and having a pre-sale for it? What's the reasoning there?
Johnny?
I can take this one. Yeah, we're doing the pre-sale to raise liquidity funds and more for the development of the project. If you've looked at our roadmap, we have a pretty extensive roadmap, and we're quite well into our utilities. But everything we do is to build on the utilities we have in the ecosystem for the community. So 51% goes to the LP for ETH. And then the other, well, it's less than 49%, but the remaining portion will get put back into the project to keep on developing more utilities and marketing and stuff like that.
Okay, I got it. Now, is the are the tokens linked somehow? Like, I don't know, are they like
Yes.
bridged or something like that?
Yes, our whole ecosystem will be bridged. Off launch, it won't be. ETH will trade naturally and organically how it and settle down. You know, launches they're very volatile, and we'll let it settle down, and then we will bridge the two together. We do plan to go to Terra as well when the layer one chain upgrades are done, because that's part of our roadmap and ecosystem, and our utilities can be used across chain. So we will have everything bridged, and people will be able to use Lunatics across chain. Plus, they'll be able to bring other tokens through Lunatics system cross chain. It's just there's users from every different chain, right? And the ecosystem we're building is crypto banking, where the DEX swap and wallet plus fiat on and off ramp, borrowing, lending, and MasterCard integrated into the system, so you can use it for real world payments. So we needed to go multi-chain to bring more users and give people the flexibility. They don't have to transfer their ETH over or whatever. They can just use our system, whatever chain they're on.
All right. Well, that sounds pretty cool. Especially, I think there's a need for sort of more fiat on ramps and off ramps and things in crypto. Seeing as in the USA, two big crypto banks just got basically shut down, and it's preventing U.S. citizens at least from being able to have easy on ramps and off ramps for fiat. So that's, I think, an interesting and good thing to be able to offer for sure. Especially working with big companies like MasterCard. Are you guys going to, like, is that going to be MasterCard exclusive, or will you be able to actually get Visa on board as well with that?
Well, it will be start off with MasterCard because they're actually the easiest to deal with when it comes to crypto banking and integrating the system. But yeah, if Visa becomes available to us, we would do that. We're not stuck in one thing. It's just make it easier for everyone. The banking system will you be able to create your own IBAN or SEPIA bank account too for CryptoBank. You don't have to, but that's the thing. Like what you said there, being so difficult in the US. I'm in Canada. It's difficult too. People, the biggest question I always get is, I can buy crypto, but how do I get my money back? Like, how do I sell it back? New users to crypto are scared of it because they're still very partial to their fiat money and they don't know how to get it back out. It's very simple to use MoonPay or whatever and buy it, but how do I get it back without all this stuff to go through? And that's what we're trying to do, is simplify the process, make it easy to onboard new people into crypto.
Absolutely. I think that's a great thing to be doing, actually. You know, especially as hopefully more people pile into crypto after they see what's going on with the traditional finance markets in the world. So, all right, well, let's talk a little bit here about the taxes on the token. So, something that I know the taxes that are on the Binance Smart Chain token, but regarding the Ethereum token, is that going to be the same taxes that are on the BSC token as well?
It will be 8 and 8. 3% goes to rewards. They're just a little bit different in the contract structure because Ethereum, as everyone knows, has a higher gas fee. So the more contract functions cost more in the transaction fee. So to simplify that, what we did is combine the burn, like the Luna Classic, delegate, and burn tax into the marketing tax. So it will be 3% rewards, 3% marketing, development, and burn. So that we'll have to manually divide. We've given the trust to our community. They trust us with that. It's just simplified. And then it will be 1% burning of our token, like an automatic transaction burn, and 1% LP.
Okay, got it. Now, guys, everybody that's in here, I'd really recommend you to. We've pinned it in our group chat, but just check out the white paper. Look at the website for yourself as you're here listening to the AMA. And obviously, if you like what you hear and you're interested in the project, make sure to join their Telegram group, which you can also find in our pinned messages, and get over there just to follow the updates, find out what's going on. if you're interested, the pre-sale is also there as well, and you'll be able to find out any potential updates regarding that, as well as when they're actually ready to launch. So again, if you've been here this long and are listening and enjoy what you hear, I just definitely recommend to go and join them over in their Telegram group, where they'll be able to answer any questions as well. And of course, to do some research and check out the white paper and website as we continue to discuss Lunatics and their launch here coming up. So pretty cool stuff. Obviously, you'll be getting rewards in your just by holding the token, both on the Ethereum or on the Binance Smart Chain. And then part of the taxes goes to liquidity, as was discussed, and also to burning Luna, and so on and so forth. So regarding the actual things that have been developed so far, I know you're saying there's a lot of things coming, right? Like the sort of fiat on ramps and off ramps, and a wallet that's going to be created for Lunatics, and so on and so forth. But up to now, we do have staking available, right? We have NFTs available. What else has currently in the ecosystem that people are able to utilize or use at this point?
So right now we have staking and NFTs, and we have NFT staking. We have NFTs also on the Terra Classic chain, and a partnership with Exodus, our universe metaverse. It's not in public alpha yet. It's in private alpha stage where we can play and demo it. They're going to public alpha shortly, so that's something they can use. Our DEX swap is actually, it's completed except for a few back-end things like the node setup and APIs. We're planning to have that rolled out, I would say, in 2 weeks, and then the wallet will be right after. They can come to our channel and they can open up the demo of our DEX swap and wallet. But those items, I'm not going to give exact date on them, but I would say probably within 2 weeks for the DEX swap. We just want to make sure everything is bug-free. It's not a clone. Like a lot of projects, they just, oh yeah, we'll have a DEX, and they just copy paste pancake swap, put their own picture on it, and away you go, and still use the whole back end structure from pancake swap. We actually have our own back end, and it will be faster. It won't be as congested, obviously, and so that takes a little bit more time to make sure it's secure and everything like that. I would say by the end of first quarter, the DEX swap is fully operational. Beginning of second quarter, wallet, and then we'll start integrating the crypto banking and fiat on and off ramp.
Okay, that's amazing. So it sounds like it's not too far off now, that we're going to be getting the DEX swap and the fiat after that, the fiat on ramp and off ramp as well. And is that going to be like, I know you said that there's a wallet sort of combined with it. Is that going to be released with the DEX swap, or is that something further on?
The wallet is going to come shortly after, like in Q2. Beginning of Q2, because there's a little bit more involved in the wallet. Like I said, we're not doing forks. Some of the code is the same because they all kind of generate off the same code, but we have to set up and get our Android Play Store and iOS Store all set up so you can download it on mobile as well. And those processes just take a little bit longer. They're out of our control. You apply and you got to wait to be approved and so on.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Now, why are you guys deciding to build everything from scratch, or to not fork things? Like as you said, a lot of projects do. I've seen the swaps come and they make them in like a few days, and it's just like transferred over from another swap that's already been made, right, or forked over. Why are you guys choosing to not do that and instead
because we want to do our own features too, and you're limited when you do fork, and also the fees. Like when you do a fork, most of the fees are still going to the original place where it was forked from. Like PancakeSwap, using everything from them, you can add on fees, but why give them all the money kind of thing? Like, why not bring it to the project? And how we want to do it is we want our LP stakers or yield farmers to benefit the most. So if they're using our DEX swap and providing liquidity or staking, they can receive higher rewards. We can offer that because we're in control. And also the speed. Obviously, we'll have less users than Uniswap and PancakeSwap would because we're smaller and our scalability is there. So people will like those features as well. It's just liabilities in that. I mean, we're partnered with a blockchain development company as well. They are doing a lot of our back end, and it will be very secure, and that we know how everything is going to be operating.
Definitely. Well, something that I've noticed and that I'd like to just share with everybody so that people can have a little bit of idea about this as well is the amount of security that's involved with the project, right? So obviously the liquidity is locked up. I know you guys use like Multisig wallets for decisions when it comes to like marketing and anything you have to pay for, right? So that means that, guys, so just so you understand, I'm sure probably a lot of you already know this, but a Multisig wallet means that one person can't control the funds, right? They need like multiple people to all agree to send funds to somewhere, right? So that means that like one person can't just run away with money, right? You need to have an agreement and multiple people sign off on that. Besides that, you guys have got probably some audits done as well. I guess multiple audits, right?
Yes, the ETH side is audited by InterFi. The BSC side was audited, I think, contract checker. And once we have our ecosystem all in place and developed, we will pursue a CERTIC audit for the community's sake.
All right, that's awesome, fantastic. And I assume also like will the dApps or like the swap or these sort of things be audited as well?
Yes, the blockchain development company that is assisting us with the development of that will audit these, we will have a third-party audit of them, of any contract that's involved, and then get our dApps audited as well.
Okay, fantastic. Now, something you guys mentioned is that, already 40% of the supply on the Binance Smart Chain side of things is locked up, staked by holders. I think you said for like 1 year or something like that, for most of it. So that's pretty impressive. That means that, like, if the tokens are staked, they're here to hold for a long term. People are interested in just holding onto them and receiving yield over that time. What sort of is there going to be staking on the Ethereum presale that's coming up here, or that's live now? When that launches, is there going to be staking available? And what sort of yield would people expect to get on that? Is it fixed or is it variable?
The yield hasn't been exactly calculated yet. We will have it. We're going to be using our DEX swap for that, because we have multiple different staking options for everyone's level of comfort, because some people want just a variable unstake stake whenever they want. Some want to lock in and get more rewards. So we're just working those out, but there will be for ETH as well.
Okay, I got it. And I guess that would be available once the swap comes out.
Yeah, on the ETH side.
The staking that's already taken place on the BSC side, that's where the 40% I think Johnny will give you the exact numbers. He's pretty good at it. Are locked up, and a large percentage of them have been locked for a year, and they've been earning not only yield in Lunati, but they also, while they're locked up, they get twofold rewards. They also still qualified to get the LUNC rewards for holding.
Okay, I see. Now, I don't know if you guys can know this already, but is this dependent on how many people invest in the pre-sale? Regarding the initial market cap for the project on Ethereum when it launches, is that going to change as more people invest into the pre-sale, or does that stay, the same?
That changes. That's how the fair launch works. The more people contribute, that way everybody who contributes in the fair launch gets it at the same price. 32 billion or 32% of the tokens were allocated for the pre-sale, and currently we're at 147.8 ETH raised, and the starting market cap is 682,000. So as more contribute, that starting market cap does go up. On the BSC side, we ended up launching at 830,000.
Okay, so at this point, it looks like the starting market cap is actually smaller than the Binance Smart Chain, which, in my opinion, for me, I like low market cap stuff. Right, it means that there's a more chance for growth, in my opinion. So let's see where it ends up. Maybe it'll actually start with a smaller market cap than what the Binance Smart Chain version started at, which would be very interesting to see. And especially with all the support you guys have from the current token, on the Binance Smart Chain, there will be, I'm sure, plenty of holders that will be, trying to get involved with the Ethereum side of things, and that will be supporting the project and sort of sticking with you guys through that as well. So that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, one other thing I want to mention, on our BSC side, we have a really strong liquidity. A lot of tokens you'll see out there, like 10 million market cap, and they do not have enough liquidity, so you can't even sell anything without price impact. For us on Lunatics, like, the liquidity is important, and people don't have to be afraid to invest large because the price impact doesn't affect them.
I see. And is that going to be the same on the Ethereum side as well?
Yes, because liquidity is important. A lot of coins that don't have intentions of being around have very low liquidity, so they can create volatility and do the pump and dump, and that's just not good for the investor.
Yeah,
I mean, if your tokens are worth $100,000, but you can only sell it for 10 because of the liquidity, what's the point, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I mean, that's why you see these crazy things with extremely high market caps, but very low liquidity. And it's like, wow, this thing's a $5 billion market cap, but it has only like $50 in liquidity. It's like, it's just a scam. Like, that's all that is, So keep an eye out for those sort of things, guys. Don't get fooled by these, very low liquidity projects. Yeah, they do it so that the price gets inflated falsely, right? So always keep an eye out for that. And as they said here, these guys have a nice thick, fat liquidity wallet that's holding that, and it allows for bigger investors to get involved and feel secure and safe with that as well. So that's definitely a good thing. Okay, so we've spoken about some of the utilities coming up, the staking that's involved here. So you guys will be able to stake your tokens and earn yield on that. Regarding the staking as well, is there, like, do people need to lock up for 1 year, or is there some other time frames available? Is there like penalties for withdrawing from the staking, or would take like unstaking or anything like that?
On the BSC side, there is a 3, 6, and 1 year. And there is an early withdrawal fee, which that fee doesn't go to the project. It goes back into the staking pool, so more people can stake. The Ethereum side will have different lockup times and free floating. So you'll be able to stake and unstake with just maybe a deposit fee and no lockup period, or you can lock it for 30 days and gain more rewards. Those pools will work a little differently because they're going to work similar to other, like, the best staking pools out there on a DEX is syrup pools created by PancakeSwap, and it's a form of syrup pool for yield farming, just with higher reward rates.
Okay. Why is it that you're having like why is it the free flowing staking on the Ethereum, which isn't on the Binance Smart Chain, and sort of the different staking periods?
Binance will have those options as well once our DEX goes live. Like, this was when we created our staking, we had no idea of the support we'd get. I have never actually heard of any meme token or even big chain tokens having over 40% of their supply staked. Like, it's insane the response we got. And We've just had to adjust our staking model to be sustainable and still create a nice, healthy passive income for our holders.
That's awesome. Yeah, that'll be really cool to. Sounds like a lot of big stuff is going to happen when the DEX drops, the DEX swap drops. So that'll be pretty cool to see. And I mean, quite frankly, it'll probably uh, uh, create a lot of excitement and hype for the project, and hopefully bring a nice boost to the price and to new holders coming in and sort of more exposure around the crypto space. So that's something to be looking forward to. And as you said, it's only not too far off, within a month's time, certainly, and maybe a bit sooner, so that's going to be pretty cool to see. Something else that you have here is the NFTs. Are those already all sold out, or can people continue to mint NFTs up till now?
We sold the first half of there's 2,000 NFTs, and we split it into two sales. The first half has already been sold out, and the second half of the sale will announce pretty soon. We'll probably just get the launch out the way first, and then continue with that. And obviously, the holders of them NFTs right now, that they can stake them. They're stakeable. They've also, been earning rewards off of them as well, and there's other benefits that we've allocated to give them real use case. So, they're even receiving airdrops as well, upcoming airdrops. So there's a lot of reasons to kind of get involved in them, and obviously once we announce the second part of the sale, everyone else can jump on the second half. There'll also be NFTs on the Ethereum side as well.
All right. Okay. So are you guys? I know that's like you said. The first half's been released, then the second half will be released as well. Are those going to be two separate sets on each chain, or are they? Is it like altogether 2,000?
No, on the BSC side, there was 2,000 NFT collection. We limited the mint to 1,000 for the first half of the sale, and those are sold. It's the same collection, but you can't mint anymore until we open it back up. They're stakeable and so on, and therefore also be integrated into our metaverse. Then the people that support it, they came out a long time ago, and they were kind of that early support. And for the community members that supported the project early on, those 1,000 NFTs are getting a small airdrop from the ETH side. And the ETH collection is going to be a separate collection on its own. That hasn't been publicized yet when, and we haven't actually shared a lot of details on that. And they will be stakeable as well and also integrated into the metaverse.
Okay, awesome. Now the metaverse is something that has been mentioned a few times. I know you're working with a partner called Exodus to create that metaverse. I don't know. I haven't heard of Exodus or what they are, but I haven't really looked into metaverses too much. I know about like Sandbox and sort of Decentraland and these sort of things like that. So what is Exodus, and how is that going to work with you guys? Is that already like all set up? I see that like you're going to make an island, Lunatics Island, with a city on it and stuff like that. Is that something upcoming still?
Yeah, they're actually working on building all that. A big part of it is ready. There's a playable alpha version. It's private. It's close to the private, but we've played it. They're working on the public alpha version. And it's an open world thing, but with a gamify setup too. There's many different items you can have. You can choose to, first person kind of shooter, or if you're into just farming for crypto, you can do that. There's cities in there. It's starting off on one world, and I think they're going to expand to multiple worlds. So there's a bunch of other projects also partnered in there. And they'll just be different locations to do what you want and develop your own cities and communities and your own farms, whatever you like. There's demos all over our site, our YouTube, Exodus itself, so people can get an idea of it.
And it's cost.
It's
Okay,
based
wow, that's
on
pretty cool.
Unreal Engine 5, just for those that want to know.
Yeah, Unreal Engine 5, that's like the newest when it comes to like gaming and graphics and stuff like that. You know, that's like
Yes.
the top of the line stuff. So that's pretty neat. That'll be really cool to see. I know how you guys have been able to test the alpha. Um, that's interesting to me. I think, I love the idea of that and being able to run around and sort of build things or play around, play games, and all sorts of different things that you can do in there. So that'll be pretty cool. Is there going to be like, I don't know, can people like spend their tokens or something somehow within the metaverse or some crazy thing like that?
Yes, and it's not limited to just one blockchain. So it's going to be open where you can buy your items. Like it's kind of based off NFT. You buy the NFTs, there'll be NFTs in game. You buy them, and those are your items in the game. So any NFT we create for the metaverse has to be integrated as well. And then, like for now, like right now, we have a Lunatics plot that's dedicated to our island, a house, a motorbike, um, a Looney, our little mascot. He can be your companion in there and stuff like that. And there's hoverboards, there's exosuits, fishing rods, everything. Anything you can think of, it's going to be in there.
Whoa, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'll be definitely going to keep an eye out for that one. Do you guys have like, I mean, I guess it's Exodus that are sort of working on it and building it up and stuff. Do you have a time frame or an idea behind it? Like when it might be ready?
Not exactly, but if you go on their site and go into their channels, people can find more on their roadmap and white paper. I do know the public alpha should be soon, so and then that goes through the bug testing phase, and then they can move on to like full release.
Okay, cool. Got it. All right, well that'll be really cool to see, especially if there's like ways, as you said, ways to use your tokens or utilize investment that you've made already through NFTs or whichever within the ecosystem within the metaverse, and people can interact with that. That'll be something very cool indeed. So, um, yeah, that's awesome. All right, so regarding a little bit back to the presale that's obviously currently live, the Ethereum presale, you guys can definitely check it out. Is there any sort of like vesting or something involved with that, or is it just people will get all their tokens right away?
Pre-sale won't have no vesting for that. They're all starting off at the same price and just basically saving the tax fees from the blockchain. So there won't be no lockup for them at all.
Okay, got it. Well, you guys can definitely check out the pre-sale as well. That's pinned up, so you can have a look at that if you like. And obviously, I think you have all the links to join the Telegram groups and so on and so forth. Um, all right. So, and as we've spoken about some of the things that are going to be coming up regarding the swap, different like farms and pools and things that are going to be available for people to stake their tokens and earn yield in different ways. And that's going to be called LuniSwap, right? And people are going to be able to connect to that. I think both on the Binance Smart Chain, the Ethereum chain, and then furthermore, you're going into the Terra chain, and then beyond that, will that be the end for the the sort of different chains you're going to be on?
Well, no, our plan is to be multi-chain and bring as many chains into the system as possible. So it's a one-stop shop for everyone. I mean, there's is some nice chains out there. It will kind of our community is going to push our direction, right? If our community starts really having a demand for Solana, let's say, then that's maybe where we will include them as well. Arbitrium, include them as well, so on. And we're not closed-minded to anything, but this is what we're doing for now. This is our set roadmap.
Cool. Well, guys, I'd really say something that I've been looking at here is the white paper. And when you look through the white paper, which obviously is in the pin messages, you see a lot of previews of both the wallets, the swaps, lots of images on there where you can kind of check out what it's going to look like and how it's going to go, as far as, you know, what the wallet might look like and what the swaps are going to look like. So that's pretty cool to see. It looks pretty smooth, pretty user friendly. I like the design of the wallet. So yeah, that's something you can definitely check out as well on the white paper. Beyond that, looks like you guys are going to have a merch store. Is that, or do you already have that available for people?
Yeah, we do.
Where
I
people can
actually
buy like
forgot
hoodies
about.
and clothes.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that we do have our merchandise
Oh,
store.
really?
Yeah, we will include more and more merchandise as we go along. So that's been up for a while, and a lot of our community love it. So people can check out our merchandise. We also have what's called LuniSpace. It's like a crypto, what you call it, social media platform.
All
That's
right.
link
Cool.
is on our website too. It may be down right now. We're doing some PHP updates and so on for the website. So
Okay. So is that something that once, you know, obviously the website's down at the moment, but is that something that's currently like functioning and working like a social media
yep,
platform?
yeah, we've had it operational since before Christmas.
All right, cool. And what does that allow people to do on there?
It's basically like a Twitter meets Facebook kind of social platform. So
Okay,
communities,
got it.
you can
That's
set
pretty
up
cool.
your own communities or private communities, so on like that.
I see. Awesome. All right, cool. And again, you can also I like the looking at the merch store. It's pretty cool. There's some good designs on there, and you can let everybody know in the world that you're a lunatic as well. So if you want to get that out there and sort of spread the word, that's a cool way to do it through real world marketing off there for the fans to get involved and do that real world marketing. That's an interesting thing, I think. So
Yeah,
not
and
every project does that, right?
our designer will take requests too. So like obviously it's all revolved around Lunatics, but if you want your name on there, your favorite number on your sweater, whatever, they will do that too.
Cool. So regarding like the community, let's say, what are the plans here for like continuing to hold a strong community and build the strong community? Is there going to be like, is there like events and things like that, or you know, I don't know, maybe public meetups, or I don't know what it would be, but what is the how do you guys work with the community and sort of make sure to keep a strong connection there?
Constant AMAs and VCs and communication, being open with them, making them feel included. It's almost like a mom and pop shop, you know, like a little community. Sega can
Yeah.
probably go more on that.
Yeah, I mean, the worst thing you can do is invest in a project and go into a TG or whatever kind of social thing, and then there's no interaction from the team. If it feels disconnected, we've always like had that as our kind of number one priority to be as one with the community. Sounds a bit cheesy, but you know, like on all levels. So you know, with what's going on in the project, the ideas that we've got, we throw them about. We take ideas from them. Our community has been a huge help in, you know, throwing ideas around, and we've fed off that and used some of them as well. Our NFT designer was one of the community, one of our community members who designed the BSC NFT. So we're big on community. Obviously, we're big on building relationships. We've always had that kind of that connection. We all related because we like I said in the beginning, we've all experienced bad projects, and I think that, in any type of business, there's no better promotion as word of mouth, and that's what we've gone off so far. And I don't think there's any reason to kind of change that. I think the Lunatics as a project is growing up. We've got far much more to offer now, and then, you know, that gives them extra weapons as well when they go out and they spread the word about the project, and that's what it's been about. And yeah, obviously as time goes on, I think there's definitely going to be, you know, plans for events and meetups as well, and have that real world interaction as well. That's surely going to build on the community as well. But I mean, paid promotions and all kinds of like marketing in this space is extremely expensive, and can drain a project. You know, if we can build on the community and allow them to promote the project because they believe in it, it's a far easier sell if they do it as a community. So yeah, building on that, and kind of leaning that way rather than paid kind of marketing, because, you know, like I said, it can drain a project.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting the sort of shill army and people really strongly behind the project to help support it and spread the word. I think that's definitely a great thing to have and a great strategy. Regarding like sort of AMAs and things like that, I know you've been doing a few of them. I think you were in another one just like previously. I don't know if it was you guys hosting it or somebody else, but it was in like, I think Caesar's Lounge. And I think you guys are doing a lot of AMAs, right?
Yeah, well, like I said, obviously our last round of AMAs was after our launch on the VSC side, and you know, since then, yeah, although there was a story to tell, and you know, and what we were trying to sell, but there wasn't much utility behind the project. So we've done that round of AMAs. We've definitely, and obviously with our launch now, our pre-sale now, we felt like we don't want people to rush into looking at Lunatics and make a decision and buy into the pre-sale. Like, we feel like this time round we can do our AMAs before the pre-sale, and allow people to, you know, ask their questions, hear about what we're doing, yeah, what our future plans are, what's coming imminently. It gives them time to go away, do their due diligence, you know, ask their questions, come into our community, and you know, with a 5-day pre-sale now. That gives them the chance. We don't want no one rushing in. We want people to take their time and make the right decision. And if they decide to come on the journey with us, then that's great. So that's why we've decided to do like a nice round of AMAs and interact with the community a little bit more and try and tell that story now.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes a lot of sense. And I appreciate the way you guys speak about it and sort of the transparency you have. I mean, like every question I've asked, there's been an answer to, and it's just been, you know, pretty straightforward, pretty easy. No funny, different things, whatever that I sometimes hear. So I've really appreciated that. And yeah, I mean, the pre-sale, it's given plenty of time. So I think there's still another 3 days and 20 hours left or something like that, for people to have a mull over and look through everything and see what if they like it and would like to get involved and so on and so forth. And usually what I find happens, because I've watched a lot of different pre-sales and contributed to different ones as well, as the time gets closer and sort of starts running out to the end of the pre-sale, usually a lot of investment starts to pour in near there. I guess people get FOMO, you know, something like that. So people certainly do like to take their time and weigh things up. So I think it's very impressive that already this much has been filled up, right? 148 BNB, you know, over before, with still 3 days left to go. So that's sort of a,
yeah, I mean, to put it
I don't know, a sign of support, you know?
Yeah, 148 ETH at the minute is probably around maybe like 700 or 800 BNB. So like the equivalent, so you know, that's been like just over 24 hours now. So you know, that's a pretty good start, and I'm sure, you know, people, you know, who have never heard of the project are going to take their time and have a look at it. And yeah, there may be that flurry at the end. It'll be nice to see. But yeah, we're pretty happy where we are right now.
Yeah, well, I think like 148 Ethereum's like, geez, like, I don't know, almost $250,000 or maybe more.
Yeah,
US dollars. So it's quite something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's pretty cool. All right, so I guess regarding the marketing and stuff, you guys are going to continue to do some more AMAs. I guess you have some more lined up. sort of what other, do you have any other plans as far as the marketing goes to really sort of spread the word and get it out there, especially coming up to the launch?
Yeah, I mean, we've obviously with the AMAs, we're trying to spread the word like that. We've obviously with Supremo, they're kind of like helping us with some, you know, pre-sale, pre-launch marketing. We'll have some post marketing after that. But again, you know, we're kind of like working on what we've always worked with, and that's kind of brought us the success we've had is, you know, the community kind of shilling. And now with the tools that we've given them with the utility, you know, I think that'll carry us into, you know, once that they all go live as well, and that'll be another kind of platform to go from. So yeah, there's lots of stuff planned, and you know, we're pretty relentless when we get going.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen it so far, and I don't know. I still think it's amazing that there's, you know, it's a team that's been around and together and like, you know, still working. People haven't abandoned or left or whatever. Like I remember Sega, for example, and I think Johnny as well. But I definitely remember you, Sega, from like a long time ago. Maybe when you first came here, on the first AMA, you know,
Yeah.
still
I
here.
mean, the team's been together from day one. I mean, like I said, we were kind of friends, investors in other projects, and we kind of came together. You know, I think when you experience something with somebody, you know, whatever it is in life, it kind of like gives you that kind of connection. You can relate to each other, and in this space, we love the space. But it's just unfortunate that, you know, so many people, including ourselves, have been hurt before. So, you know, when you've got that kind of common goal, kind of a common reason to pull together, and that's what the whole idea of Lunatics was about. And obviously we've worked hard. A lot of it is selfless. Obviously, we've got our own bags that we've all paid for and stuff, and you kind of work for your bag. But it's always been like that from the beginning. It's never been there to kind of like feed our own pockets. That was our intentions from the start, and it always has been, and it will carry on being that way.
That's right. And yeah, I think as I understand, there isn't any sort of tax for the team or like, you know, payment directly for the team from taxes or something like that, is there?
No, I mean, previously on the BSC, when we had, there was a private round of funding, obviously, initially to get the funds to start the project. Obviously, we never knew where we was going to end up. But yeah, we had selling rules for the private holders. They've been amazing as well. I've got to give them a big shout out as well, because I think 95% of the private holders are still holding their bags. They've never sold. That's another thing that's been unheard of. Like I don't know any project like that. And after 7 months, and all their selling kind of restrictions and selling rules that we had in place are all done and dusted with and finished, and still they haven't sold. So I mean, that's been amazing for the project. Obviously, this time round, first time round there was no team tokens at all. This time round, as the team's grown, and there are some people on the team that, you know, we've brought in and they require payment. We have set aside this time only 5% team tokens on the ETH launch, and they're locked away for a year. There's a monthly release. That's all. So it's all about working hard and making a success of it. Otherwise, you know, them tokens are worth nothing. So it just gives everyone a little bit of an incentive this time around, and the community don't begrudge it, because, you know, they've known these past 7 months we've gone without.
Definitely. Well, yeah, definitely looking forward to the next launch. I've been looking at this the Exo Universe website just now, and it's pretty impressive as well. I know those are the ones that you guys are sort of partnered with and building your own metaverse on. So that's an interesting thing as well. I've just been checking out that website. Pretty neat. Is there sort of like a referral program or something for, like, you know, getting investors on board? Do people get referral bonuses or something for that?
Our DexSwap has built-in referral system, so that will be kind of where we'll shill the referral idea.
Okay, got it. So when that comes out,
On on the launch
And
as
what
well,
about for?
affiliate program on the pre-sale as well, so people can give out the
Oh,
affiliate.
right. Is
And
that
I
like,
mean,
you know,
yeah,
I haven't seen how that works. Is that like something anybody can do? Like anybody can put their wallet in there and somehow like link up an affiliate link on the pre-sale?
Yes, you connect to PancakeSwap under our pre-sale, connect your wallet, and then it will give you
I
your
think
affiliate link, and you shield that. And if people buy using your link, you get a portion of the rewards we've allocated, and we've allocated 3% of what we raise. So let's say we raise 200 ETH, that would be 60 or 6 ETH is allocated for that reward pool. So whatever percentage of that reward pool that you have affiliated, you would get. It's free. You don't even have to buy in the pre-sale to get an affiliate link. You just have to connect.
All right. Okay. So basically, whoever's the best at spreading the word and getting people into the pre-sale with their link is going to make some extra cash, which is a pretty cool thing.
Yeah, because there's people in the space that love shilling, right? So this gives them an opportunity to shill and make some money.
Definitely. Awesome. And one last thing here is regarding like say where can people are going to be able to buy the tokens, right? So obviously you can buy the BSC token now on PancakeSwap, I guess, right? Of course. And
yeah.
is there other places? And what's that?
Yeah, sure. So basically, right now we're on the DEXs on the BSC side. You can buy on PancakeSwap. We're also on EverSwap. We're on a central exchange, LBank. We're trading on Coining as well. Obviously, on Sunday after the ETH launch, will be you can buy on Uniswap as well. So you know all the DEXs, and we are trading on one of the big central exchanges, LBank. And obviously, there's more to come in the future. We're talking with other central exchanges as we go cross chain, and you know find the right partners. That suit what we're doing, and we feel we're a right fit. Then we'll definitely be going on to more.
Okay, got it. Cool. So that'll be good. And then obviously as you said, on the launch of the Ethereum side, it'll be on Uniswap, and then you'll be able to swap tokens using the LuniSwap as well. So that'll be something great. Awesome. All right. Well, are you guys? I don't know if do you have any more AMAs lined up for today? I hope you guys can get some rest soon. I mean, I know it's late over in the UK, so.
No, I think we're good for today. I think this is the last one. So I know we've got a few more lined up for the rest of the week. So, but we're done for today.
Hello, guys.
All right, fantastic. Where?
Can you hear me?
What was that?
Can you hear me? I have a question.
Yeah, yep. Hang on, man. We're gonna have some questions. If you want to ask a question, we're gonna be opening that up in just a second here. So just hang on for a minute here while we do that. But yeah. So again, guys, I just go through the pinned messages. You'll be able to find out a lot of information there regarding both the white papers and the pre-sale links and the Telegram groups and all of that information. So if you guys are interested, definitely check that out. Do some research. The pre-sale is still open for another few days, so you can look around and see what the project's all about. See what Lunatics has been doing. Obviously, they've been around for a long time, as we've mentioned many times already, and they're not here to run away, right? So they're going to be here to stick and to stay around. I can definitely assure you of that. So besides that, guys, let's get to some questions here. Do you have time for that, guys? For a few questions here?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fantastic.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, guys, hang on just a second. I'm just gonna put an announcement out here to let people know that we can do some questions. Make sure not to speak or say anything unless you're called on, and to make sure to do it one at a time, right? Because we can't have everybody asking questions all at once. You'll be able to ask questions by either raising your hand in the voice chat, or by typing your questions into the text chat as well. So let's just hear if you have any questions that might not have been covered in the AMA. Make sure to go ahead and ask your questions now. I'm just going to make a pinned post for that, so just bear with me there. And from the team here, is there anything you guys would like to mention in the meantime? Anything else that we might have missed or that you'd like to touch on?
No, I think I'm pretty covered our side. I don't know if Johnny's got anything else that he wants to mention.
No, I think we've covered most of it.
Okay, fantastic. Maybe one thing is, in your guys' opinion, what is the reason why people who invest in the presale are going to be benefiting from that, and getting a return on their capital, and being rewarded for doing that? What is the biggest reason why you guys think that will be the case, right?
Well, first off, you save 8% taxes, right? If you invest in the presale. By doing in the presale too, you are there right from the beginning for all the volume that starts off. And it's significant, the rewards. So, I don't know, I think that's the benefit of being in the presale, and that we have a proven track record. It's not one of these presales that will dump to 20% of what it starts at.
Wait, hang on. You said it's guaranteed in what sense?
Well, you save 8% taxes right off the start. So you're actually saving yourself 8% versus buying on the launch. Plus the reward volume, you're there right from the start. And we have a track record. We don't, so many people are scared to invest in pre-sales because they launch and they go straight down. And that's just doesn't happen unless, in my opinion, it doesn't happen unless the team does it purposely. And that's not something we believe in, because there's nobody that's in profit when it launches on the presale. Like, you're all buying at the same level. So when it launches, you're all at the same level.
Right. So who the heck can sell? Like, if they sell, they'd be selling it for a loss, right? So unless there's a team selling or someone that's been given free tokens, right? There's no reason to sell it at that point, right?
Yeah, but that's the kind of thing that you see all the time. Yeah, I mean, how many times you see a launch and then you see it just die from the minute? It's just, it's not right. we know it's not right. But what can you do about it? You never find out until it's too late.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I don't know, guys. You've sold me pretty good. I think I'll contribute some myself to the presale, to be honest. So, I mean, that's one thing. But yeah, I mean, it sounds pretty good to me, really, all in all, and especially considering the length of time you guys have been around in the space, and how well the first token definitely did from the presale as well. I don't know. I think it's a pretty good thing. Anyways, let's go here, guys. Make sure to let's see, if you're raising your hand in the chat, we're going to call on some questions for some people for some questions. I'm going to say, let's say the two best questions are going to get a prize. So if you can come up with something that we haven't asked here, that's a great question, we'll make sure that you get a little reward for that, or something along those lines. So let's see what we've got here. And then we're going to give out a couple more prizes near the end of the AMA too. Just for people who have been listening and have been in here for most of the AMA, I have been taking screenshots and watching to make sure that, and of course you're going to have to complete our CAPTCHA right? In order to participate in it, to make sure that you're eligible. So let's see here. We're gonna call on somebody here. Why don't we go with oh, is anybody? I guess if you're muted, you can raise your hand, or if you have a question, you can ask it now. Just please go one at a time.
Yeah, hello,
hey, buddy.
I would love to ask. Yeah, it's Pizzabo and the mic. I would love to ask a question.
Sure.
Can I go for it?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Actually, before I go for my question, I must say, Mist, you're a really, really amazing host. Like, you really giving everything. Like, the questions to the dev was really, really amazing. Like, I'm kind of confused on what to ask for now. But after reading through the website, I just understood, like, what are the plans in for the global expansion? Like, are you guys focusing on the market at this time, or focusing on building and developing or getting customers and users? And secondly, like, do you guys have a video tutorial so we can learn more about your project? Like, for non-crypto users, people who really don't know anything about crypto, but they are willing to have more idea. Like, have you guys got video tutorial for them so that they can learn? You get my question?
Yeah, you can go to our YouTube channel, and we have lots of videos up there on different subjects of crypto. In our white paper, we'll have some helpful links to, and then join our chat as well. Everyone's there to help you out. The first part of your question, I did not quite hear.
Yeah. I said, what are your plans in for global expansion? Like, are you guys focusing at the market at this time, or you guys are focusing on building and developing or getting customers and users into your project?
We're focused on, we've been focused the last 7 months on building, and now that's coming full circle. So now it's working on growing the community and marketing as our utilities come out and bring in more users to our system.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really, really amazing. The reason why I asked that question is, some investors, like, my second part of the question, you'll be like, some investors seek more attention towards projects when the token has more utility. So what's your plan to make the users to hold your token for benefits? Is there any loyalty programs for holders or stuff like that?
Loyalty is more so like we're doing airdrops for supporters that support us buying the NFTs and so on. Loyalty is there. If you're holding the token, you're getting rewards. And if you stake, you get rewards. So those are part of it. And then our DexSwap has a referral system. So if you're shilling our DexSwap and people use your link, you get paid fees. And then we have a shilling community. You can join it and participate there, and you get paid for shilling as well.
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity, Mist. I really appreciate it. I don't want to waste much time. Yeah, have a great day, guys. Great project. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your question. All right, let's see. There's certainly a lot of text questions. Oh, hello, buddy. There's certainly a lot of text questions that have been asked here as well. Yeah. Hello, who's that speaking?
Spiderweb.
Critically acclaimed.
Spiderweb.
Yeah,
all right, let's go ahead with let's have a okay. Let's first have a okay. Critically acclaimed. Do you have a question? You can go ahead and ask it.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for the opportunity. I have two questions. I have to be quick about it. Based on the name of the project, Lunatics Token, I've gone through the white paper and I was looking for like something that you can direct towards charity to indigent psychiatric patients. Looking at the name of the project, Lunatics, I know you are not like you are not like mocking those that are actually institutionalized in asylums dealing with mental health. What are the plans of the project to support mental health people in terms of charity per se? Because I believe if you create this niche, it will provide publicity for you guys along the line if they see your works in that line, as
Yeah,
far as
sure.
your name is concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying with the brand, and obviously with Lunatics, and obviously what it could mean. Obviously, the project was set up slightly differently, but I do understand that. But what we are definitely doing is we definitely believe in supporting whatever charity it is, or good cause. And I think in the day and age that we live in, a lot of people, are asked for money to support different types of, good causes, and never see the outcome of where that money's gone. And I think not that it's a bad thing. Obviously, when you give money, you give it with a good intent, and you hopefully it goes to where it's supposed to go. So what we're definitely doing, and we plan to do it, we haven't kind of rolled it out as yet, but it is definitely kind of something we were looking to do over Christmas, but then obviously, with the launch and everything kind of taking priority. But each team member is putting together some kind of good cause that is close to them, and we'll be donating project funds to these different causes, and then we'll be getting updates and what have you, so the community can actually see where the money's gone, how it's supporting the community around one of the core team members, how the money's affected the good cause, and what good it's done. So hopefully we can tell a story with the donations that we've made, and people can see the actual effect that it's had.
Okay, that's nice. Also, my question is going towards this part that I read in your white paper about you have 3 chains. You are going to be registered on 3 different chains, and that is the Binance Smart Chain, the Ethereum chain, and the Terra
So,
chain. Yeah. So I saw that you want to unify the prices within those chains, with your coins within those chains. You want to look for a way to unify the prices, that it will be on a ratio 1 across all chain, if I'm correct. And my question is going towards the errors that can result in maybe one chain is pumping harder than another chain in real time.
yeah.
If definitely project holders will dump on the one that is pumping harder at a time. Maybe there is an error in controlling the balance of the ratio of the prices across chain. Let's say the one on Ethereum is actually going rogue, like it's pumping more than the regular price across the other 2 chains. It is normal for people to dump when a project is mooning, especially if they know that the other pegged token across the other chains are still static. So how are you going to make up for that loss on the liquidity pool on Ethereum chain if people must have dumped on it before you'll be able to regulate the prices, if you get what I'm trying to say? How are you going to do it that it's not going to affect the price of other chains? Because if you are going to regulate it and people have dumped on Ethereum chain, you are going
Johnny,
to pull out funds from the other chain
I see. Yeah, I think
to balance it out.
Yeah, Johnny will tell you about how the bridge will work.
Yeah, our
You
bridging
get what I'm
system
trying to.
is. Yeah, we do know what you're trying to say. There will always could be a couple % difference from chain to chain. That's just how it is. It will be arbitrage market making, and it just there. If something pumps really fast, it still gets arbitraged out fairly quickly. There's not going to be no draining of liquidity because the bridge system locks and unlocks tokens. It's not a mint and burn function. So it's not going to mint excessive amount of tokens. They're all fixed amount. We're deflationary, so the bridging system locks and unlocks. So if you transfer tokens over to one, it locks it up, so that liquidity is kind of blocked.
Okay, because in this scenario, when I was reading through it, that just came to my mind like, okay, if we have this kind of error on one blockchain, people will definitely dump if they compare prices on other chains, and it will cause to loss on your side if you want to try and build it back to normal price. So it makes sense if it's lock and unlock, but if we have a scenario
Right.
like
Sounds
that,
like
how
it sounds like
how can you
the
balance it?
arbitrage will be a yeah. They just spoke about how the arbitrage should be an effective solution for that, and obviously people are going to try to benefit from arbitraging just as they do in any sort of token or market as well. So I think that's the plan for that, and the liquidity can't get drained as they mentioned there. So yeah, thanks for your question, bro.
Thank you.
Okay, and the last one and the last question, we used to
We need
see
to move on to some other questions from other
yeah.
people, my
Let,
friend, because
let,
we've
let me
already
just
asked a couple of
chip.
questions here.
Sorry, let me just chip in this last one. So I'm very sorry.
Go for it, man.
All right. So
Hello guys.
thank you for your question, bro. So what's that? Sorry.
Spiderweb speaking. I have a question.
Okay, hang on, buddy. I'm just gonna go through a question I've seen here in the text chat, which I thought was interesting. So somebody's asked, you said that the NFTs follow the ERC 721 standard. So are you free to move it around to different wallets without problems? If you do that, will the BNB rewards be connected or only apply to the addresses minting them? So I think they're saying if you move your NFTs around to different wallets, are you going to still get the rewards in the new wallet when you do that?
Okay, the NFTs have to be staked to get rewards. And once you stake them, you cannot move them because you're actually not the current owner. The staking contract is the owner. So the only way to move them would be to unstake them. And once you've unstaked them, they no longer collect rewards. So whatever wallet you've staked them in, that's the wallet that gets the rewards until the duration ends. If you unstake them, then the rewards is canceled.
Okay, I see. So you have to stake them, and in order to do that, you have to have that in the wallet that's obviously being staking it. But somebody could like unstake it or not have staked yet, transfer it to a new wallet, and then stake it in that wallet, and then that wallet would be receiving rewards, regardless if they minted it in that same wallet.
That's right. It's based on the NFT ID,
Okay,
not the wallet that minted it.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Ice Crypto, do you have a question, buddy?
Yeah. How's everyone doing? It has been a great AMA. Fantastic question from Mist as usual. So straight to my question. My first question will be something we haven't really touched on your roadmap, phase 5, talking about the lunatic community voting gap. So can you clarify on that aspect, and how can we actually partake in this voting? Do we have to hold some certain amount of token? How will you make this voting fair with everyone in the community?
Okay, yeah, we had the same question in the other AMA. I do realize we have to do some clarification on that because the Lunatics voting DApp is, the idea of it was to create a governance DApp for our validator on Terra Luna Classic. So Terra Luna Classic, we have a validator. We're responsible to vote on governance proposals for that chain. And we were going to create a DApp for our community because we always take their input on how we should vote on governance proposals there. So people could cast their vote through our DApp, and we would vote according to our community's decision. And how we're going to work that is you will probably have to place a vote. So would be one vote per wallet, and then we would tally up those votes and we would vote on Terra Luna Classic chain according to the decision. So it's not creating Lunatics token as a DAO, not at this time. We have to first stabilize our project and make it self-sustaining before we even think of going over to a DAO.
Yeah, okay. So my last question, I think is going to be a very interesting one. So Mist was really psyched, before you guys came in. He was like, we've had you guys here before. I wasn't really here. So my question would be, through this period of time, from the last time you came here till now, what do you think has really added to the project? Like, what achievements have you guys made from this period of time? I would really like to know that.
Well, we've grown our holder base to over 8,000 holders. We held a solid, decent market cap through the bear market. We've had over 40% of our supply staked. We started development of our ecosystem, which is starting to come to completion. Made partnerships with Exodus, our metaverse. Lunatics is an official Layer 1 community oversight committee on Luna Classic. I don't know, I think we've brought our awareness. We've increased the Lunatics brand in the space and grown a quite strong community.
Awesome. And I believe when next we're going to have you guys here, you guys going to have more and more and more achievements, milestones and all. So thank you for coming here to Hideout. It's been a really good presentation. Thank you, Mist.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you for your questions. Okay, one question here that we can answer quickly is somebody's asked, is the price going to be the same on the pre-sale as the launch?
Yes, at the end of the pre-sale, that's the launch price.
Okay, end of the pre-sale, that's the launch price. Somebody else asked, they wanted to know if they can join a shilling group. Do you have like a shilling team or a shilling group, Telegram or something that people can join?
Yeah, if they join our Telegram and type /shill, it will bring up the channel to our shilling group, and they can join that. And there is certain requirements. It's not just post some bullshit screenshots, and so you have to follow what our shill master says, and they can join.
Okay, guys, so if you would be interested in joining the shill team, you can do that by joining their Telegram group. Obviously, just as he said here, you can type /shill in their Telegram group for the Lunatics token, and that'll get you on board over there. What is there do people get rewarded for shilling or something like that?
Yeah, if they follow all the tasks, it's task orientated, and that's done by our shill master there and tracked, and they get rewarded in BNB.
All right, guys. So, and actually, it's in BNB, so it doesn't hurt the the token price if people do that and then sell or whatever. So, if you guys want to make some extra cash and you qualify and do it correctly, you can join their shill team, work to spread the word, and make some extra BNB as well. So that's probably something pretty cool, I think. All right, we'll just have a couple more questions here, and then we'll try to wrap things up and finish up. I know it's been quite a long AMA, so I really do appreciate your guys' patience and your time. I hope it hasn't been any inconvenience or anything like that. But someone here has asked, will people who send their LUNC token to the burn wallet, will they be helping to burn the token even faster? And will that get them any extra benefits, or will they be rewarded in some way for that?
Their Luna Classic rewards they get, that is theirs to do what they want. There's no reward if they burn it. There's no reward if they sell it. There's not. That's up to them. But you cannot send your BSC or your Ethereum Luna Classic to the burn wallet and have any effect. So if you join our channel, we have tutorials on how to bridge your Luna Classic to TerraChain, and you can either stake it there or send it to the burn wallet. And that's in our chat room. It's under Portal Bridge. So yeah, that's what it is for the lump rewards.
Yeah, the thing is with reflections, like we gave native token reflections, then people, if they wanted to choose to cash them in, they can, it'll kind of sell into the chart. So like obviously with the Luna community, the Lunatics brand, and obviously what we set out to achieve with the Luna community, it kind of gives people the option. It's like threefold. We're creating more holders of Luna by giving them the rewards. They can either, we help with the burn. Yeah, we grow their community. So it comes full circle. So it also gives them an option if they want to cash out some rewards as well. And it doesn't hurt the project anyway.
Cool. All right. Well, let's have one more question here from somebody that really wants to ask a question, and they've been polite about it as well. So, where are we? Stevens, great. Are you there? I don't know if you're raising your hand or if you're just already here.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that's nice. Let me just go straight to my question without wasting any of your time. Okay, you guys have a lot of reward provisions that will be given to your investors. And according to your white paper, it is stated that rewards will be paid with your token. I'm just wondering, where will the reward fund be getting from? As you guys didn't allocated some tokens for the reward in your tokenomics. And there's no allocated tokens for the team. So how are you guys going to control that? Do you get my question?
Yeah, we allocated 5% of the supply to the team, and that's locked for 1 year, like Sega said. The NFT airdrop rewards is 500 million for 1,000 NFTs. So if you figure that out, it's 500,000 tokens per NFT, and they will be airdropped to NFT holders. Then the rest of it is staking, and they're in locked contracts, and they'll be added to the rewards pool in the DEX in periods, and distributed that way through the staking programs.
Okay, that's nice. Okay, that's nice. That answered my question. Thanks a lot, and thanks, Miss, for the opportunity.
You're welcome.
Thank you, buddy. Thanks for your question. All right, awesome. Well, I think, guys, if you, someone just said here, did the Lunatics team mention that the first 1,000 buyers in the pre-sale get a free Lunati NFT? Well, no, we didn't mention that, guys. So it sounds like the first 1,000 buyers will get a free NFT as well. Is that still on board? Is there a minimum amount they need to buy?
No minimum. If you contribute to our pre-sale, you get a free NFT. We're just giving back to the community, and we did 1,000. That way, we figured we'd cover all contributors.
That's right. Well, that's a cool thing. So basically, limited time offer. If you get into the pre-sale within the next 3 days or until the end of it, right, you'll get a free NFT. And does that mean people can stake those NFTs and get rewards for that?
That's right. All of our NFTs will be stakeable NFTs. So if they get a free one, they'll just get free tokens out of it too.
All right. So, I mean, technically somebody could put the minimum contribution to the pre-sale and then get a free NFT, which would normally probably cost more than that anyways. And then they can stake it for rewards. So, I mean, seems like a win-win deal. Any way you cut it, I don't know.
Yeah,
Seems
if
good.
you ask anyone in our community, they'll always tell you Lunatics is quite generous.
Absolutely. And do those like, all right, say the ones, the NFTs you're giving away, and just the NFTs in general, do they have sort of like rarities, or like do some provide more rewards than others? Something like that?
Yeah, they will have rarities too, and the reward rate will be different. So you could potentially get more or get less than others, right?
All right. Wow. That's pretty cool. Um, then if you give all your NFTs away, who's gonna mint them? You know?
Oh, we have enough for our ETH NFTs and so on, so we're good. It's just to support
All right.
people. Like people support us and we support them. There's been too much shit in this space in the last year. It's time to start helping everyone out.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. Well, guys, I wanted to just say thank you so much for coming by and for taking the opportunity to spend time with us and just share everything with us and you know, be here throughout the AMA and be present and answer questions and so on and so forth. Really, really, really do appreciate that. And I like the project. I truly do. And I like the transparency you guys give. And so, you know, for any updates, please make sure to come back and share it in our chat. And if there's like sort of a launch post or something like that, you know, get in touch with me and we'll get that, you know, pinned up or announced to people as well to make sure that they get that update. Potentially people who might have missed the AMA or whichever. But thanks again, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I'm going to stop the recording here. So just hang on.